intelligence. But here's the twist. We're talking about why AI needs an Indian passport. With me is Kairavi, a CS student who is obsessed with building indigenous models. Kairi, welcome.
Thanks for having me. And I love that term indigenous. It's actually very accurate to what we are trying to do.
So let's start simple. I use ChatGPT every day. It's great. Why do we need an Indian version? Isn't AI just math?
It is a math, but math is fueled by data. Think of it like this if you only ever read cookbooks about French cuisines and someone asks you how to make a perfect paratha, you might describe a croissant instead. You will get the bread part right, but you will miss the soul, the spices, and the technique. Most AI today has eaten mostly Western data.
Yeah. So you're saying ChatGPT is basically a guy in California trying to explain a Mumbai monsoon.
Exactly. It knows the definition of rain, but it doesn't know the smell of mitti or why we crave for chai or pakoda the moment the sky turns grey. That's why we need indigenous AI to understand our context.
Okay, so let's dig into it. Well, what are the actual negatives of using these foreign models?
It's about hidden biases because these models are trained on the Western internet. They inherit Western values. For example, if you ask a Western AI to generate an image of a beautiful wedding, 9 out of 10 times it will show the white dresses and the church. It doesn't show a vibrant lehenga or a mandap unless you specifically ask for it.
That feels like we are being erased from the default version of the world.
Precisely, and it goes deeper than weddings. It's a language. India has 22 official languages and thousands of dialects. Global models are great at English, but they treat Indian languages like a second class citizen. They translate instead of thinking in the language.
Yeah, I've noticed that. If I try to talk to an AI in English, it gets confused all the time.
Right, it's like talking to a tourist who has a dictionary in their hand. They can translate the words, but they do not get the vibe. Indigenous models are being built to think in Marathi, Tamil, and Hindi from day one.
Uh, that is right. Yeah, one term I keep hearing is again data localization. It sounds like a boring legal thing, but you say it's the new oil for India. Why?
Okay, so here's a better analogy. Data is like a digital gold of our citizens. Currently, when we use foreign apps, the gold is mined in India, but it is stored in vaults in Virginia or Singapore.
And why is that a problem? I don't see any problem. Isn't it just storing it, right?
It's not just storing, they are using it to train their next big things. If our data stays here on Indian servers, it belongs to our laws. We have DPDP Act. If your data is in a server in a country with no privacy laws, you have zero control over it.
By DPDP, you mean Digital Personal Data Protection
Yeah,
Act, right?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So localization is like saying my house, my rules.
Exactly. It protects our privacy and ensures that the wealth created from India data, the AI models of the future actually benefits Indian startups and the Indian economy only.
Oh, well, you mentioned Sarvam AI earlier. I heard they're doing something called Open Hathi.
Yes, Sarvam is a great example. Instead of trying to build a godlike AI that knows everything about the whole world, they are looking on a being great at India. OpenHathi is their model that's specifically fine tuned for Hindi.
Oh, and how is it any different from GPT-4 or GPT-5?
Yeah, it's because of efficiency, because it's trained on Indian scripts and contexts. It doesn't need to be as heavy. Think of a massive SUV trying to navigate a narrow lane in Chandni Chowk. It will surely get stuck in the narrow lanes. So Sarvam is building a digital scooter that will be fast, nimble, and designed specifically for our roads.
I love that. A digital scooter for Indian internet. Well, let's move on to next. Why aren't we doing this faster? What are the roadblocks in this? Why aren't we going for the Indian version faster?
See, there are two roadblocks. Basically, not roadblocks, but they are very important and lengthy things. Those are compute and curation. The compute is that AI needs massive computers. Currently, we don't manufacture the high-end chips needed to train these models. We have to buy them from companies like Nvidia, and there's a global waiting list. And secondly, curation is that while we have 1.4 billion peoples, our data is unstructured. It's in handwritten government files, old books, and voice recordings. So the cleaning of the data using machine learning is not that much easy, so AI can eat a massive job.
So it's like having all the ingredients for a feast, but no stove to cook it on, and the vegetables aren't even washed yet.
Yes, yes, you are getting it really good at these analogies, and that's exactly it. But government's India AI mission is putting 10,000 crores into building the stove, our own supercomputing networks and infrastructures.
That's nice. So, Gary, this has been very eye-opening. Final question to you: as a student, what makes you most excited about this?
The language equity. Because just imagine a farmer in Odisha who can ask an AI bot in his own delegate about crop insurance, and the AI actually understands his concern because it was trained on the history of Odisha's weather and soil. So it will easily answer to it. So that's not just tech, that's empowerment.
Well, that is right. From croissants to parathas and SUVs to scooters, the Indian AI revolution is definitely here. Gary, thanks for breaking it down.
That's my pleasure. Thank you for joining. Jai Hind.
Yeah, and to our listeners, next time you see an AI, ask if it's known what jugaad means. If it doesn't, you know why we need our own. See you next time. Jai Hind.
Okay. Jai. Bye bye.